I discussed various types of set in the last section. In this section, I will discuss the relationship between the different types of sets. The first relationship that can occur between sets is intersection. If P and Q are any two sets, then the intersection of sets P and Q, written as P intersection Q, this is a set that contains all elements common to sets P and Q. By common, we mean elements that appear both in P and Q. Let's see further what we mean by that. We have here P, a set of 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and Q, a set of numbers 10, 7, 5, 9, 11, 13. Now P intersection Q here will be 5 and 7. P intersection Q five, oops, my word, 5,7. That's P intersection Q. 5 and 7 are the only two numbers that appear in both set P and set Q. Like for example, there is 5 in set P. There is 5 in set P and there is 5 in set Q. There is 7 in P and there is 7 in Q. These are the only two numbers that are common to P and Q. So P intersection Q is 5,7. Union. If P and Q are any two non-empty sets, then P union Q, which is written as this, is the set of all elements in set P or Q or both. This is like combining all the elements of the two sets, whether common or not. Example, if just get rid of this. If A equals to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 and B equals to 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, let's see what happens. A union B will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's sort of combining all the elements in A and B, but repeated elements are not included. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 has been repeated in B, so we don't take both, we pick only 1. Complement of a set. The complement of a set P, written as P complement, is the set of all elements which are present in the universal set but are not in set P. This means that the complement of a set is the relationship between the set and universal set. So if we have a universal set U and a set P, then the complement of P, or P complement, written as this, will be equal to 2, 4, and 6. For easy comprehension, let me cycle out those elements that are in P in the universal set. P is 1, so we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. These are all elements of P. Any element not cycled is not in P. What are these elements? 2, 4, and 6. We are right. Difference of sets. Given any two sets P and Q, the difference between P and Q, denoted by P minus Q, is the set of elements in P but not in Q. Similarly, the difference between Q and P, denoted by Q minus P, is the set of elements in Q, not in P. If you look at the definition carefully, you will notice that the difference of sets is kind of like the opposite of intersection. In intersection, we find the common element. In difference of sets, we find the uncommon elements. Unlike in complement of sets, we do not need a universal set to find difference of sets. Let's go deeper. P equals to A, B, C, D, E, and Q equals to B, D, E, G, H. So that means that P minus Q will be equal to A and C. These are elements that are in P but are not in Q. There is A in P, but A is absent in Q. There is B in P and there is B in Q. We don't pick that one. There is C in P. There is no C in Q, so we pick C. There is D and E in P as well as in Q. We don't pick it. So this is our answer, A, C. P minus Q. In short, leave out all common elements in P and Q. What of Q minus P? There is B in Q and there is B in P. Leave it out. There is D in Q and there is D in P. Leave it out. There is E in Q and there is E in P. Leave it out. There is G and H in Q, but there is no G and H in P. So we pick those. G, H. Set notations. We end the lesson with a summary of set notations, most of which I have talked about in these previous lessons. This stands for A is an element of X, or A belongs to X. Null or empty set. Number of elements in X. Union. Sometimes it can also be used to refer to universal set. Intersection. complement of P, universal set. You can use any of these two. These are the conventional notations. That clinches it for relationship between sets. Next, we will look at Venn diagram, which will also turn out to be the last lesson for the week. Thanks.